How's it going, Anna? Hi, Tommy. Have a mama and her calf. They just crossed over the tracks a few minutes ago. No, we're just watching some moose. See them? Boop or snoot. Oh, yeah. There you go. She'd probably stomp the hell out of us. What was about 2 weeks ago? I saw a mama with a couple of newborn twins. They had just dropped too. I mean, barely dropped. They could barely walk. I think they're fun to watch. This mama's looking a little rough though. Looks a little, I don't know, like the hair's kind of white or kind of gray. Looks kind of mangy or something. I don't know if she got in a fight or I don't know if maybe it's an older moose. Maybe she's not as healthy. I just have no idea. But what's interesting about them is that their hair is so wiry. She's got a big old long face. Man, they're eating it up today. I'm gonna be out looking for that bear again today. Hopefully we can get some good video of that bear. Look at those big long ass legs. Well, if Fish and Game has to come get the bear, it's already been. The problem with the bear is it's been tagged a couple times. It's become a nuisance. So from what I understand, they may euthanize it. Unfortunately, I hope they don't because I like the bear, but I mean I understand why they might have to. If I do that, is it zoomed in a little better? I tried to zoom it in. Can you tell me if it's zoomed in on your end? The only time I can shoot the bear is if it's actively doing something. It would have to be all right, cool. Yeah, the bear would have to be doing something, like running somebody down. We'll let them get ahead a little bit and I'll move forward. I got to go down this way anyway, but let them get ahead here just for a second. How's it going, Lane? But there's no moose in the Philippines. All right, I'm gonna zoom out just a little. I'm gonna zoom out just a little. Let me stick you in my pocket just for a second here, and then I'll be back. So hold on. Actually, what we need to do is actually kind of get them away back from the tracks, because what we don't want is the train to hit them or them to cross over the track and then get hit. I mean, it happens all the time, but if it can be prevented, it's good to try to prevent it. Otherwise, then we just have bigger problems. All right. Move forward just a little bit. I like to stay back from them. Number one, so you keep giving their distance, but also so don't charge a truck or something. They have salvages, local salvages, charities, and you get on a list, and then they call you whenever it's your turn to salvage the moose. Now, let's say Mama was to be hit, what would happen is she would what would happen is the baby would just probably end up going to the zoo. They're going to go off down that hill over there into the trees, so we're not going to see them here much longer. Yep, there they go, off in the draw. So anyway, there's your wildlife. There's your moose. I know there's a handful of moose up in North Dakota. In fact, I saw a story where there was moose down in southern Idaho, down in the desert. So actually, the first time I had ever seen moose in the wild was actually just south of Jackpot, Nevada. It was actually really weird. So anyway, all right. Well, I gotta go. You guys have moose? Yeah, we do have moose in the zoos. They go in the zoos like if they've been orphaned. So if they're orphaned, they'll put them in the zoo, and then they'll raise them there, and that's where they just end up living their life. I can't remember what movie it is, but the famous eagle was in a movie, and it's in a wildlife sanctuary down by Girdwood. You have elk in ours, but not moose. Yeah, a couple moose run through the Bismarck. Yeah, but isn't it cool though? Like when they don't normally live there, and then all of a sudden they show up in those areas. Like kind of like down southern Idaho, or in Nevada or something. So anyway, yeah, that's cool. Well, they're away from the tracks, so that's good, because we got to actually have a southbound train that's going to be rolling through here probably in the next little bit. So if the moose was like right on the tracks, say staying there, or right like just a couple of feet off the side like they do, then I just alert, tell them, hey, there's just, there's the moose out here. And then what they'll do is they'll I can't remember what the term is, but they'll slow them down coming through the area. They'll warn them, and then they'll put like a speed restriction through the area, just for like a mile or two or something. So that's what it was, speed restriction. All right, guys, I gotta go. If I find the bear, I'll definitely be back. So glad you guys got to see the moose. All right, see you later.